Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy. I'm the Fearless Mama online. That's my nickname. Where did I get that nickname? I think it just stemmed from one of my mentors. He was like, wow, you've really gone through a lot of things. You've really become fearless in your entrepreneurial life. And I said, yeah, I actually have. My husband and I, we used to be mortgage brokers, real estate investors. And then, of course, after 9/11, we lost our mortgage broker business. We we shut that down because of Part 41. They changed some of the lending acts, and then we had a real estate company. We used to buy and sell houses for a living. Anyone ever do that? We did that about 15 years, and now I've been an internet marketer, top sponsor for 14 years. So that's where my background is I'm an entrepreneur. I love looking at, different income streams and whatnot. The reason why I created Get Fearless Freedom was out of selfishness. Honestly, I used to pay so much for sales funnels. And if you don't have a sales funnel and you're not working with sales funnels online, that's why you're here, because you really need to. We're not back in, 19, 20 something, right? We're in 2026 and you really need to have a sales funnel. So that's the reason why we have Get Fearless Freedom. I created it in 2019, and again, it's year 7. So I love it because, again, we keep it simple. So my son is here. He's going to be the one that goes over the levels and how you can use this system for any other opportunity. Okay.
Mhm.
And the training, by the way, all the training, I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted. I'm just going to go through and make sure everybody's muted. All the training that you ever need is in the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and text my son, see if he's ready. If you're ready, Rob, you can just turn on your camera anytime. Like I said, we were riding in the truck. This new truck, it's a beast. I love it. I'll have to show you guys pictures. I'll post it in my Facebook group. But one of the things, the joys that we had last year, especially with our business, was to be able to travel back and forth to my family back east. And I just want people to know that, what do you want in 2026? You don't have to be strapped to your computer. I do all the callbacks. I just did one for Edward today. I just want people to understand that's another point that I want to make tonight is that you don't have to learn or you don't have to know how to speak to people or close sales. That's what I do. Okay. So anyway, I think I'm done. I'm going to have Rob go ahead and start and I'll mute out here. And again, if you everybody can stay muted, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. Let me get this going. I'll get my camera on a little bit here, just fixing up a couple things, Mom. But good to have everyone on. Happy 2026. This is awesome. That's going to be a really amazing year. Sometimes I say that I had a one of my friends that I said, "Hey, 2026 is gonna be an amazing year," and they're like, "Ah, well, I said, "Oh, you already have that mindset. You're gonna have it like that, right? So you got to go into something with a great mindset, right? Always." So mom and I, we've been working this. I actually quit my job in t 2017, and I have never looked back. So yes, I actually have not worked a 9 to 5 job. I left Verizon corporate to work full time online. So if anyone on here is like maybe just coming in, they're like, wait, I just got off my job, or, I'm tired of working 10 to 6, or, 9 to 5, or sometimes 12 to 9, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's why I was just like super excited when I started teaming up with my mom. I was like, wow, okay, this is the business to do. So, let me just get this going for you, the presentation, get the camera. I just gotta fix this little guy on my Mac here. So let's get this going. All right, just gotta make sure it. So here we go. Okay, got it. All right. Hello, guys. There I am. All right. So let's get this going. Keynote. All right. Mom, can you hear me? Everything good? Okay, cool. All right. So this is 2026, right? 2026. And amazing how just like years ago, right? It was like, oh, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, right? It just is amazing how quick time flies. But you know what? When you have a system, you have a team, you have a community, you have a family that actually really, really pours their all into you and you pour your all into the community, it's like a unison, it's like a little circle. It really becomes our new logo. So we have a brand new logo for Get Fearless Freedom, and that is our literally our foundation is you're breaking out of the circle that you're stuck in. You're actually breaking out. So if you quit a banking job, you quit a trucking job, you quit whatever, you breaking out of that. And now you're into that freedom. So that's what we did. It was a brand new logo. I went to the design. I'm just thinking through, and I had to have that created. And that is our new logo going forward. So here I am today. This is our brand new 2026 Ram 2500 diesel. Yes, diesel. So any of the guys on here are gonna, what? You got a diesel? Yes, a diesel. So this is our new baby. I'm actually getting one soon as well this year. So I'm going to be like a twins with my dad. So that was our joke, as I said, you get one, I get one. That's how we're going to do it. And so I have never been more proud to have this new baby, and it's so beautiful. I mean, that diesel purr, it's so amazing. Anyone that's a truck guy or even gals, yeah, yeah, I'm sure if your hubby got one of these, I'm sure he'd be talking about it. So I'm just super proud, but this business actually has paid for it. Yes, this very business has paid for it. So amazing. All right, so we are learning some top secret, cool, amazing information here tonight. Distractions, of course, you want to mitigate that. If you're on here, you just want to try to tune out any distractions. We have, the question, of course, tonight is your legacy, right? The legacy, what is that going to be? And that's why, like in 2025, we said that was our year. I don't know how many of us can you put in 2025. Just let's take the time clock back and say, did we all say that was our year? I know a lot of us said that, right? 2025 is the year. And then what happens, right? We get into 2025 and, it's going to be my year. And we are celebrating out of 2024. Then reality set in. We started seeing the economic shrinks in the 2025, the markets, the job losses, right? We saw a lot of stuff going on, right? Just so much going on in the world. But really, when I started looking at mentorship and people that are really super wealthy, like a lot of money, right? They actually really don't care about this, what they're seeing. They don't care what's popping up on your X feed, your Instagram, your Facebook, because they're focused on business. They're focused on money, right? And so that's why in 2026, this is our new year and we are going to learn a simple system. All right. So the family here, we're very simple people. We wanted to make it simple online. We wanted to make it simple for you to make money, right? And you guys have that key to the truck, right? You have that key to drive where you want to go. So with mom and I, it's really cool because what we do is we actually have a admin portal. And this admin portal is always sifting and sorting and finding different sales and the people that have joined in on our community. And this is just like a cluster. I have a Mac, and anyone that's on a Mac, there's like Command C, so that's copy. And then I went Command V to paste, and it like pasted just a little bit, a little bit of just some of the amazing successful people and the people that are in this community. So kind of cool. Everyone nowadays, we're looking for quotes. What new quote of the day? I'm sure anyone guilty like that. You're looking for motivation. What new quote? But really, the real truth is we just need money. That's it, right? That's actually, you don't need no quote. You don't need a Tony Robbins quote. You don't need any of that. You just need hard cash in your pocket. And so that's why we created this system that's really flowed us like a Santa Claus, right? It's really cool. It's literally pulled us through into the new year. And so that's what's really cool. So we have, of course, just like any business, right? I mean, for me, I actually got into the gym, and this was about 2 years ago. I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds. And people say, "Whoa, that's crazy. You did." And yes, it's because I actually did go to the gym. I actually, as soon as after this, I go out and I work out at the gym. And so I'm always working my business, right? I'm working my body. I'm working my mental, my spiritual, everything, right? That's how I do it. And so that's why with a business, that's what we go forward with, right? We say, okay, we got the business. We have the closing sales team for you. That means bringing people to us, and we will actually close the people for you. It's super cool, right? And so drop a number eight, okay? If you think the idea of if simply you brought people to us, we actually close the sales for you. Just drop a number eight down on that keyboard. On your phone, you can see it. Put the eight number, find that on the numerical keypad, you'll see it. But drop a number eight. If that actually, my mom, a seven-figure earner, can actually close the sales for you. All right, Thomas will be closing the sales for you. Chris, myself, anyone, Bruce, you name it. Great to see you guys. Thanks for being on. But that's actually what we do. So it's a really cool system, and we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of it as well. So some of these slides I actually did not realize, Mom, I didn't delete out. So it's a little bit of the New Year's, like, I'm so high on New Year's and stuff. But you know what? It's good to have that anyway. You saw that we have been consistent, and that's the thing. We've been consistent with these Zooms and everything. So the thing is with the marketplace out there, right? People go, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna grab my car. I'm gonna get in, and I'm gonna make money with Uber. I'm gonna get on Indeed, and some of this stuff. I'm sorry for the slides. The rest, I promise you, it's good. But basically, what we saw, Mom and I, is we said, but really, what you're doing is you're putting wear and tear on your car, right? That's true. Mom knows this. Wear and tear, right? Boom, just like that, wear and tear. You're constantly distracted by the next order that pops up on that, DoorDash and stuff like that. So you're at the stress level of technically thinking you're working for yourself, but it's really a 9 to 5. It's glorified, right? So these guys right here, I can guarantee you, none of them on this actual thing up there in New York City when they're building the Empire State Building, none of them said, "How do I own the business?" Can we get an amen? Can we get an agree? None of the 9 to 5 workers ever think, wait, how do I actually own this Chrysler building? How do I own the Empire State Building? How do I own a business shop below it? And so the quadrant of people, the different, where people are at, it's like I always go, I was at a party, it was just about 6 months ago with my friend. And I said, what about actually owning this business? Not like attending and boom, boom, music and all this. And so it really takes the team that Mom and I created, my mom's entrepreneurial knowledge and my youthful knowledge, right? We're go back and forth, yin and yang. How do we take that and we built it into a system that then we can actually have family time? And so my niece Charlotte and my mom's a grandmother, and my sister and her fiance, they have a beautiful child here, Charlotte. Love her beyond. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd love a child. I mean, it's just like, wow, being an uncle, I'm like, oh my gosh, having my own kids one day, that'd be amazing. So it's just really the family time, right? People say the flashy, the cashy, the money, the trucks, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris. But really what it comes down to is it's that freedom that you're looking for, that time. And that's why we have this system. That's why it's simplified like it. Why am I showing you Johnny Cash? Because I love traveling. We got to go through last year through Johnny Cash's museum in Nashville, Tennessee. We went through Graceland. We got to travel the entire country. We went through 15 states in 30 days. Yes, 15 states. I don't think there's people that even want to step foot out of their town, let alone 15 states. So we love to travel. I got to go up to Niagara Falls. We got to have a great family time and Christmas. And really, because we simplified the system down to this Time, techie, traffic, and training all covered. We do it all under one system. It's really cool. We have the ability to close your sales. We have the blueprints. We have it all. It's super really cool. So basically, what I like about this is a lot of businesses you may tend to Zoom. You may have tended one last night. You might have tended one maybe an hour ago. But the thing was, it's a lot of products out there, a lot of things out there. You actually have to physically ship stuff. You either have to have the management of that, like a drop shipping, things like that. Not here. We actually have it all built in where you can sell these tools. And why do we sell tools in 2025 to 26, right? Obviously 2026 now. Um, but why do we, right? Because the tools, we could have been in any other type of business online, right? A lot of people are like these flashy, cashy programs, right? But what we found is where my mom and the reason why she's had her success is we sell the tools to the people that need it in the workspace, the people that do have those online businesses, those people that do have a landscaping or a real estate business. So you guys are actually able, this is the coolest part, being able to sell what we have, but it's needed. Isn't that cool? It's actually what's needed out there in 2026. So that's why the good news is here. You actually get paid 100% on that, right? And so that's what I like about it. It's really cool. So the question always is in the back of the mind is, can I do it? Can I actually do what Robert is saying tonight? And absolutely, yes, you can. So we close your sales. We actually set you up the amount of testimonies alone. I mean, Thomas, he can wave to you guys, but I was on with him for an hour. We had an hour Zoom, and we had a one-on-one setting, and his entire bonus he's on right now. I bet I can't say it yet, but he got that one-on-one set up, and Chris, hey Chris, was on here, was on because she got that set up too as well. So, and we'll leave that towards the end because you'll see what this actually entails with the setup. So it's really that beautiful community, that hands-on community backed by an easy comp plan, and this is where it really begins. So we have four levels in Get Fearless, right? We have four levels. It's instant payment. So the instant payment system is really cool because in the back office, so once you actually get access to the system and it's duplicatable, it's really cool. You'll see it where you fill out how you want to get paid. And so if you want to get paid like with Zelle or Venmo or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, Ripple, XRP, you can get paid by simply putting it in there, and that's how you can get paid via the system. So it's really cool just the way Mom has integrated like this simplistic process on how to get paid. But what we've done is even better, and these are actually new things that we're even doing, like some more implementation with the 2026. But we're actually implementing more of an easier one-click process. Like it's a lot of programming and code, but we actually were implementing this new. There's even going to be new changes. So everything you're seeing here too, there's actually going to be a fresher look as well. So a lot of cool stuff. We're always implementing. It's always implementing a new change or a feature. So it's really cool. And the main thing is everyone asks always, and this is everything, Mom always knows this, is where do I get targeted leads to me? People that are actually coming to me that looks and are looking for an online opportunity, or a business or a side gig hustle. So that's why a lot of these slides, I apologize for the 2026. When you're busy making money, sometimes you don't always update a number. You know what I mean? You don't always update a number from 2025 to 2026. So we're only 5 days in. So little forgiveness, right? But this is why you can see we're stoked, really, because advertising a simple website, a capture page like this, that you get exclusive tonight, you get that system where instead of a lot of the programs out there that you do see online or you're going to promote, you want to get in, The problem is they have websites that look like this. It's very like, hey, it has like a boilerplated background and it has all these different things going on. But really, what it comes down to is the Grinch said himself during Christmas time. He said that this is why people laughed, right? People were laughing. Mom actually, it was about 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And one guy came to us and he says, Tammy, there's no way a system that's this simple looking put that in your bank. And he laughed, he made fun of it, and guess what? Boom, there you go. So it's kind of funny, like how people hate. You ever hear like haters, right? Until you prove them wrong. And that's what I like doing. I like proving people wrong. So it's really cool. We just made this super cool, fun system where really it comes down to when you market it and you actually get boots on the ground to market this system, what are you comfortable with, right? What are you personally comfortable with? And I know a lot of people, when we say these are the four methods that we love marketing, some people really say, whoa, YouTube, I love being behind the camera. That's me. I don't mind it. I went to acting school, went to college, and all that. So I don't mind the camera. I got over that, right? Real quick, real quick. It was funny because what last year when I was through there, acting college, I was in front of camera, like actually a professional a camera, and I was looking at this. I'm getting all these butterflies, right? I'm sure you guys, right? Getting all these butterflies. And you know what? I did a Chris Farley because this is what he said. Tommy Boy, when he first was acting, he did the middle finger to the camera and said, "That's it. I'm going to be a success story." Isn't that deep? Isn't that deep? That's a deep one. That's pretty deep when someone overcomes their own self-doubt. So yeah, the marketing methods are really what you want to do, and these are some of the suggested methods that we recommend. So we actually give you the ads, which is really amazing. This is something that mom and I really love to show. The ads that to market this, right? To market Get Fearless. We actually give you these on day one. So instead of like worrying about going to Photoshop or Adobe Express or Canva or any of that, or ChatGPT now, right? For different ads, you can actually grab a hold of these newer ads that are right in front of you. It's really slick. It's really cool. So over 150 on day one. So very cool. And here they are, the powerful levels. Here they begin. So at the $200 level, we have a ticket into success. It's really cool. So $200 gets you in at the door and to get fearless freedom. So what we do is our core base and our foundation of Get Fearless, as we said, okay, we understand, hey, people need funnels. They need it for businesses. They maybe need it for their landscaping job or whatever they have, or they want to resell it. And what best yet to do that is actually to resell it, and you can resell it, boom, at $200. So 200, you pay at one time and then, of course, you can upgrade it any other time, which is really awesome. So you can make $200 unlimited over and over and over and over again reselling this. That's super cool. So then my mom, we kind of brainstormed because this has been around since 2019. I want you guys to know that key year because a lot of programs you're going to see actually came out last week, and now they're going to try to get you on a Zoom and say, "Hey, this is the greatest, latest thing," but they were only incorporated literally last week. So we've been around for a long time. We know what we're doing, and it's very, very cool. So. Mom knew this, and she said a lot of systems, and you guys can see the comparisons, but the systems out there are actually around 300 plus a month. Okay, I'm not going to say the name, but you guys know that number, 297 a month. And some people say, oh, that's nothing, $300 on a credit card. Well, next month, that's $600. And then 900, and then 1200. And it keeps going up, right? Before you know it, you're not even a half a year and you're over $2,000. That's insane to me. So that's why what we did is we even said, okay, for the value, and you're getting in now at the 500 level, for the value, you also can get some software. So we have a $500 level next. And so we have side gig hustles that are really cool. That's actually how my dad, he all the time goes to these websites. And by the way, that's why we really got our truck today. Just to let you know. My dad is a expert at arbitraging different assets and how to leverage stuff. So if anyone hasn't gone to that right there, and you're already a member, might want to plug in that one right there. That's an incredible thing. For any new one, side gig hustles are really awesome. The Craigslist auto reply software that works for other businesses as well is really cool. Just a lot of our training, our integration with software, and it meets the actual, I call it the hardware of your brain, like thinking, like, wow, this is going to work, right? So it's really cool. It's like our software working well with the way you want it to. And that's really cool. We have, of course, the question that a lot of people have always, right? Part of that $500 level is people say, well, where does Rick Harrison go, right? Pawn Stars. Where does he get that stuff? Where are these auction websites? Well, we include it. We include where people like him would go. Not the specific exact website because no one would know that. He has actually foot traffic that comes in, right? But sites that do connect to auction sites, very similar to around the world. So really cool stuff. There's a Ferrari that just sold one of the places that we go to. That was like I think in 1980 something. Beautiful Ferrari. Sold for 97,000. Crazy those values that hold. We actually got a Harley Davidson that we flipped this past last year, and we actually were able to flip that. And why does this matter, right? Why does things like this matter? Because really, it comes down to the mindset of us as a community, how mom and I have always pushed our members going forward. How do we expand your mind even further? And that's really where the 1,000 level comes into play, the 1,000 level. So mom, what's really great about her, and this is one thing I like because I've seen where a lot of times you'll see like, okay, you'll see a program and then they'll say they'll train you, but then what happens is they don't get around to that actual training that they said they would. And then you're out 1,000 and you look around like, what? What happened? What just happened? Okay, I'll write it off on my taxes. Okay, that's it. I'm done. But really, when you get into the 1,000 level and you start implementing with what our masterminds teach and just the faceless video marketing blueprints and the YouTube extensions that we have found and just how to actually amplify your mindset, your everything else around the 1,000 level is really cool. Like it really is awesome. And like you guys saw it, the 7-minute video, we did explain that as well. But this is again just showing you this more in depth as well. So the 2,000 level, really awesome. This is again my like literal favorite level ever. Um, you guys will see why I get super passionate about the 2K level. But really, you're like, wow, you really get passionate. Why? Is that meaning more money to you, Rob? Nope. It's actually the value you guys get. It's the value you guys get. It's something actually a reverse card. A lot of companies look at it like, oh, yay, we're getting 2,000 coming our way. But we said that's not how the customer thinks. They want the value. So the 2,000 is really amazing. Like, I mean, this is where it begins. I really say, because no one else will do this. Like, just no one else will do this. I say, go on another Zoom, go find it, go do it. They would not actually do what we do at the 2K level. And I'm just going through like some of the features that we actually give. But really, where we really stand strong is the bonuses that we give at the 2K level. Okay. And so mom is really, I really love the way she thinks because like sometimes you see business people and they're just so like, oh, like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. Mom is like, let's hunker down to what people need. They need leads, they need bonuses, and they need a system that freaking works. Right? Can we all put a 2026 in the comments if we all agree? I mean, that literally nails it down. People need a system that works, they need the leads, and they need the bonuses when they join because they're tired of plugging out money in this economy. I mean, it's just it's a straight up truth. So. That's why mom and I, we said, with our automation, our money system at play, the ability to actually work with us and actually us close your sales. And it's really cool. I mean, the process mom does, and you get the leads to her, and through our automated system, it really is awesome. Like just the way my mom does her emails, they're very creative. A lot of them are super creative. I do like them. I do like them a lot. When she hits that button, and I'm going to explain this like an elevator pitch. It's kind of cool. I've made this joke prior, previous Zooms. People know me as a jokester. I like to joke. But basically, if someone bumped into me in the elevator, like the Elf movie, oh, those are Christmas lights, bloop, 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 like that, right? I wouldn't act like that. I would tell them about this system and how they can make money online through a done-for-you email marketing system. And mom will absolutely demonstrate this. It's really cool, really slick. But I will, she'll demonstrate that in a little moment here. But a part of Get Fearless, and like I said, you pay those levels one time only, and that is it. You're locked in. A part of those levels and a part of our amazing community, we really strive at bringing value back into being a part of us, right? Being a part of us also has its where there's a fee to that, right? It's just like anything, right? There always is to anything. You go and weed whack, get your lawn trimmed, you name it. But this is really a money leverage. This is a community of money leverage that you really can leverage into our system. And so $1.56 per day, that's only billed at 47 a month. You are getting an incredible, phenomenal value with all of our websites hosted, your 1-800, your paid email domain included. No one else wants to talk about that. Still, mom, they don't want to talk about the paid email domain that you do need for an online business. So they do not want to talk about it's like a meme, mom, like those movies. But they don't want to talk about this part. That's what I feel. They don't want to talk about that part. That you do need those things. You do need a paid email domain, which we do include, and all the other goodies and stuff. So the bonuses, and mom, after this bonus, we're gonna like blend it right into the done for you system and why you could leverage our system with her done for you emails to then get those bonuses in front of people that you bring to us. And then it's like a little hamster wheel of money. It's really cool. So there we go. So a seven-figure earning business in a box. And so this is my method. I personally I have methods in life of how I go about things, but I'm a little bit lazy. Sometimes like you guys, right? We all can be lazy. I think we all admit that. We all can be lazy. But when you have a system and you're getting into an online opportunity, one of the things is I don't mind you saying it to me and admitting to me that you want something set up. Is that right? Right? You want Bruce wants a setup, Bob wants it, Chris wants it, everyone. You want it the foundation set up in that system, right? You want all the bells and whistles of someone that's already marketed for literally 13 plus years and 34 years self-employed. You already want that, right? So I said, instead of me going to AutoZone, putting those spark plugs in my Fusion, I don't need to do that. I actually pay people. I would rather pay someone. That's what I do. So other systems are really hard to complicate. You have to plug in, go over here and that. But what we do is Mary Beth's on here. I think she is. But she quoted this one time, and I love quoting her when she's on. I love this because she said, Rob, what you're doing is you're combining this bonus, the digital into the physical realm. I said, whoa. When she said this, I was like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute, that's a quotable moment. And so what we did is we are giving you a actual laptop. Yeah, a laptop when you join us at the $2,000 level. Very, very amazing bonus. And so what we do is we ship out these beautiful laptops. They're very beautiful. Um, and I don't need to keep using the word beautiful because you know who else uses the constant word of beautiful. I like to make my jokes. I think anyone can read between the line. It's beautiful, right? I love joking with you guys. I have to get my jokes in because I don't need to do that. I'm going to explain what we got here. My mom's like, "Wow, Rob, did you have caffeine tonight?" No, it's because I'm on a high of gratitude in life. That's the thing. That's the difference. Because when you have stuff that works for you and you plug in, you work hard for it, you get a lot of things going great. You really do. You get into the system like us. So this Get Fearless Freedom business in a box, really super cool. Mom is going to explain again that done for you email, anything else she needs to add as well. But what you're getting is a laptop shipped right out to you. And then what I do is I remotely load this laptop because laptops are, again, like when they're brand new, I can't be like, hey, let me open up the box. Let me type in, okay, this is Bob Mac laptop. I was born in, no, I can't do that because, Google would say, whoa, that's not Robert. That's normally Robert at that house. There's no way that he opened up a new laptop and is opening and putting it in Chris's name, so no. What we do is we remotely load these guys for you. And it's actually a better experience because you guess what? You get a one-on-one with me. And you get a really great session with me and helping you get out of the matrix, get out of that rat race and get set up. So you have a Get Fearless setup. It's a $300 value included at the 2K level. And what's really cool is I simplified this because I did a lot of trials and errors and I found what works, what doesn't. But I simplified this down to the funnels that you need and the connections you need, right? And the leads that you need. So it's really cool. Mom and I, we work back and forth. And this is like a little bit of like screenshots of like the setup that I do, but you get a done for you email overview. When Thomas, you saw this, remember this email, you're like, whoa, this is awesome. Wow, okay, it's got my link I need to market. I got this, I got that. Because what happens, you join a business and it's like flatline. That's it. They're like, great, good job, good luck, and that's it. This is where you get set up. You actually get set up for success. And what's great is I'm very organized. That's one you guys will like working with me as the setup guy. But I actually have a Google form for you. It's an encrypted form that you just fill out a form, your address, where you want the laptop, all that, and it's literally shipped right out to you. And it's an incredible priceless value. That's like basically winning the jackpot, right? And don't take it from my word. These are literally the people that just some of them, hey, I got a laptop. I don't want the wife to know about it. Like, okay, I don't know how you're gonna hide a nice new laptop. Okay, but we won't put you on here. We won't put you. I don't know how you're gonna hide that, but whatever. Hey, honey, type, type, type. Hey, I made 500 bucks. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? How'd you make 500? I joke around with you guys. So yeah, we have Mary Beth. Just it's so cool. Like just through the winter, she's making sales, back to back. Really nice gal. We just love her in the community. Appreciative of everyone that is in our community. Appreciate you guys. Just really cool having Jill. We had Delroy, one of my buddies, from the UK. Yeah, he joined me at the 2K level just recently. We have Bruce. Good to have Bruce. Always love having him. We have Terrence. We just have Keith, one of my 2000 laptop guys. Just really kind of cool. Just people that want to either a Chromebook, they can get a Windows-based laptop. And by the way, I'm a tech guy, super techie, love technology. I get these laptops and they are nice. Like Thomas knows, 8 gigs of RAM, really nice, good, fast, processing power. It just breezes through what you need on these online businesses. So really kind of cool. Valerie she got hers. Actually, she was like a legacy way back. She got it like locked in. She got a Chromebook too, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's everything I needed." So cool. And just really awesome to have our friends and family. I call us, family here at GFF. And just mom's autopilot days. And mom, just talk about why they see this. Why do they see this? Because of your emails. Explain away, because it's really cool.
Okay, my turn, huh? I need to have some coffee. You guys took me in that truck and now I'm just like chilling out. Yeah, the one of the things that I think is really cool that we added on a couple years ago is the email portal. And so while you're out and about, as long as you're doing marketing and advertising, I can close your sales. And so like if someone calls me and of course, Linda, you got your laptop, but now Rob loads it. So Linda just got her laptop delivered yesterday, she told me. So it's easy because I can talk about my system. You don't know my system yet, right? So if you're just on this private Zoom here tonight, and it's private, you can see I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on my YouTube channel. I decided this year that some of my knowledge over 14 years I'm going to keep secret, So again, thanks for joining here tonight. I know your time is valuable. But there's one thing that I learned when I first started was I didn't know everything. I didn't know what the heck to say to people, so I don't expect you to. If you join and you join at the 2000 level, of course you're going to get the top notch, the laptop. But we only have a few left, by the way. But at any level, I will actually email your leads. Now at the 500 level, I will close your sales. If you join at the 200 level, sorry, it's not really worth my time. I don't know if anyone on here is a grandparent, but I absolutely love spending time with Charlotte. And so tomorrow and then Thursday, I'm with her all day long while my system is literally churning leads for me. And if you've never seen leads coming in on your email, I'm addicted to it. I love it. I love seeing leads coming in and then they go to my 7-minute video and then they go to the callback stage. And I'm going to show you guys something really cool. I'm always working on the sales process for you. Okay. So the two things I want to share tonight, and again, this is a private Zoom, so please do not take any screenshots of this. This is going to be the actual brand new sales page. You're going to have where your prospect will not be able to ask you any questions because there's the callback hotline. So they're going to either be able to dial it or text it. And that's when I can call them back. In fact, so many times, Charlotte, I'd say, okay, grandma's going to make a phone call, and she'd just sit there with me and I will dial a call back. So I just want you guys and gals to know that my focus is to help you make money. That's why I created this system. 200, 500, 1,000, and $2,000 you can earn. And we're going to actually be in February having a 3,500 level. So we're taking away the 2,000. That's why I wanted to do the special Zoom tonight, because the 2,000 level, you will get a laptop, but at the 3,500 level, you can get a laptop, but you won't, it'll be $3,500 coming in February. Okay. Because the spread difference right now, I've heard it from a lot of people. They're like, that laptop sale is coming out of my $2,000. I really want to make $2,000 100% commissions. I'm like, all right. So that's what we're doing. So we're not necessarily taking away the laptops, but we're adding on another layer. Okay. And it's going to be $1,500. Okay. And I'll explain that on the members only Zoom, how all this will work, because a lot of members are on here. But for the new folks, just understand that it's already in place. And by the way, I've added on a level almost every single year that I've had this. Mary Beth remembers way back. Chris remembers. Some of the people have been with me for 8, 9 years. I started out literally with a 200 level. And then I did that 7-minute video where I was in Las Vegas, right? Right here, where Las Vegas, I recorded this video, the 7-minute video with the Lamborghini, and we started out with a 500 level. And then from the 500 level, we went to the 1,000 level. From the 1,000 level, which is YouTube, I love YouTube. Here's my little YouTube extension up here that I'm always working and getting sales and views and all that kind of stuff. Literally, all that is in the back office, by the way. So you never have to worry about any of this training. It's all in the back office. This is the done for you email portal. Let me be really clear on this private Zoom here tonight. And you can ask me any questions you want. There's probably not one thing that I don't know about this system. This is not an autoresponder. This is me, Tammy, logging into my portal. I'm the only one that has the done for you email portal. So watch closely. Like tonight, I sent out emails for everybody. And I'd sit down and I sit down and I can look at all these titles that I've sent out over the past few years. Okay, understand, I've had this email portal for this is the third year now, and I can type out an email to everybody. And so I type it out and then at the bottom I click send. That's what Rob's talking about. For $47 a month. Now, I used to pay people top dollar to learn how to do email copy and copywriting. Now, I know you're going to say ChatGPT's out there now, Tammy, you're obsolete. Well, actually, no, I'm not. Because I'll tell you what, did you know that every single person that I talk to on the phone and then through Facebook Messenger, they still want to talk to a human? I'll be 59 years old this year. Did you know I do not want to talk to anyone that's AI? No. We have the tools. We have some AI integration, sure, and we trained it. We trained it last month at the 2000 level. Can I get some like real feedback from the people my age? I'm serious. Who the heck wants to talk to someone that talks like this and that just da 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 da, right? No, you really, really want to know who are you going to be working with? So that's the reason why I feel we still have the specialty here and we still have an amazing growing community is because it's me on that phone, on the phone that I have a picture of Charlotte on all the time. This is what she looks like now. She's saying hi, by the way. If I could play the video, hi, that Charlotte did the other day, you guys would just melt. She's so, so cute. So I'm just telling you that as I'm in my grandma era, okay, I know that I still want to talk to a human, and I know you do. So that's the reason why we're keeping the 800 number. They can call or they can text me, you know? Maybe there's some millennials or whatever you want. I don't want to label anyone, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I still want to talk or text a human. I want to know that that person is going to help me out. And I know you do too. So anyway, that's the reason why I kept the 800 number. We're adding another level. And again, I'll explain that to my members on the mastermind this month. But we have where, the biggest, I guess you could say, growth is because so many people are losing their jobs. Or maybe it's this, maybe so many people are now retiring. I know I have a lot of friends that have, and maybe they just want to feel their purpose in life, which maybe you want to be in a coaching kind of uh, realm. I felt like since I've launched this since 2019, I've literally almost been a coach and a mentor to a lot of people. And I didn't know it. I was like, I have a system, you know? And then they're like, but Tammy, can you teach me on this or can you teach me on that? And I'll say, well, you know what? I can teach the technical stuff. You have to bring the motivation. I can't bring that for you, right? You got to meet me halfway. So I just want people to understand that the laptops are not loaded before they get sent to you. You get the laptop first and then you get it loaded with Rob. That's the way it works. I know that Linda had a question like that for me today. So I just wanted people to understand that we help you get it set up. There's no other company that will stop and actually help you get set up and loaded. I've joined a lot of them, and it's like this: you purchase, you buy the money, you buy the product, and you're on your own. You're literally on your own, and that's just frustrating. I don't know of any other high ticket company that literally does as many Zooms as we have. And let me prove it to you. Let me show you right in the back office. And all of my members know this. I have fearless community masterminds, one after another after another. That literally is like what I call gold. Sorry, I'm in the wrong section. It's right here. We started them with the Supreme members, right? So you guys can see all these. This is one that I did that Rob just talked about on his presentation. You can create and have a YouTube channel and you don't have to do a video. Does anyone know that? Anyone on this private Zoom? You can talk on this private Zoom, by the way. You can put in the chat. I'm not live on my Facebook and I'm not live I'm not live on my YouTube channel. So you can give me some feedback. But right here is the video vault right down here. And we did one in December. So if you missed it and you purchased tonight, let's say, or you are just new and you just joined at the 2000 level, open up your back office. and you'll be able to listen to it. It's right there. It is really some good stuff. And I literally tell people that, if I wanted to go into a hospital right now, and let's say you're a nurse, your profession, and believe me, I can't even imagine being a nurse. I can't stand needles. I can't stand blood. But let's just say you would be training me for a while, right? So I don't expect you to know everything that I've gathered in the 14 years I've been doing this. I had to up it because I had to go back, Mary Beth. The other day I kept thinking to myself, how long have I been doing affiliate marketing? Um, so my point is when I first started and I sent off the $3,500 to my sponsor, I literally got one sheet of paper and it gave me all the traffic resources. At least I got that. And then I started thinking, okay, I'm going to start testing these traffic resources. And let me also say on this private Zoom, can you guys okay if I tell you guys the truth here tonight? Purchasing traffic and purchasing solo ads does not mean that you're purchasing sales. Has anyone ever told you that here tonight or anywhere or anything? You've probably heard me say it before. It's not like that. In this industry, you have to gain their know, like, and trust. And that's why we have these Zooms, right? And that's why you have me closing your sales. I'm following up with your leads, but that's not what that this is about. You can't just get in the system and say, you know what, I had one person do that to me last year. And I'm like, test, 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 right? So it's all a learning experience. And that's why I created this Get Fearless Freedom movement because everybody's always wanting to learn, right? So the successful part is obviously social media. A lot of people are on social media. How do you stand out? Well, I have that training back there too. So we have a lot of training that you'll never run out of how to generate leads. Okay. If you want to ever read the book, How to Influence, what's that book's name? Anyone know the book that I'm talking about? How to Win Friends and Influence People? I read that book like years ago when I was a mortgage broker. Yeah, so I just wanted everybody to say, happy New Year. I want to tell everybody. And we are making improvements. The other one that we're going to be adding is an autoresponder, a third one right now, how you can collect your leads. And just to educate people here tonight, again, this is a private invite only Zoom. If if you purchased a system, let's say, and you're not allowed to collect those leads on your own, like your own leads. Like, let's say you want to launch another whatever, right? Another offer. If you don't own that list, if you don't own your own leads, ugh, you got ripped off. I'm sorry to say, but with my system, I do not collect your leads. I do not. Okay. I do not collect your leads. You can collect them with Aweber and Get Response. And I have a third one coming, a third autoresponder. And then the other thing I'm testing this year, excuse me, for members only, is a texting platform so that you'll get notifications on when we have the masterminds because it's super, super important. Okay. So if you want this is how I earn multiple six figures a year is a system. I'm not sitting there bugging my friends and family, texting onesies and twosies. No, I usually generate between 90 to 100 leads a day. That's what I like to do. I like to slam traffic. Okay. I'll give you guys a little, let's see, who else is on the Zoom? I just want to make sure that there's a person on here with an iPhone with a number. Is there any way you can just tell me your name? Even though I did make everybody register tonight, just give me your name, just so I know I'm speaking to people that I trust. Because I get into the nitty-gritty here. I want people to have value, I want people to know exactly what to do once they get off the Zoom. Let me just check. Okay. Martin is saying it's Dale. So you mean you invited the person named Dale? Or 413 is Dale? No author. Okay, now I'm more confused than ever. Anyone know what he's talking about? Oh, Dale Carnegie. Oh, I thought you were saying that's the name of the 413. See? Senior moment. Can I say senior now? I'm 50, gonna be 59. When did the seniors start? I want to know what year that is. I still don't feel like a senior. It's so funny. I'm like, I'm a grandmother. I said to my friends Valerie and Chris last year, really? I gotta be called grandma? Can't I just be called like, I don't know, Gma or, Gamma or something like that? 50? Is that when it starts, Val? Oh, wow. Anyway, getting back, sorry, I get off on a tangent. But yeah, if the 413 can just let me know who you are, I'm gonna be sharing, like I said, some of the things everybody already knows, right? I just think that if you get into a business, I read this other book is really really good. It's called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. A lot of people think that when they're a baker, or maybe they had a daycare, that that's their business, that that's what they are. Like their label would be that, right? Not necessarily, unless you were fortunate like Val to have referrals coming in all the time. But when you have a business, you have to be the number one thing is a marketer. That's literally what you are when you own a business, right? When we had a mortgage broker business, guess who took care of the advertising? My husband set it up. He back then we had to go door to door. We had to get out the we're spoiled nowadays. We can jump on a Zoom and talk to people from around the world nowadays with Zoom, right? But he used to go door to door with a phone book, right? And then he'd have to go in there and figure out, hey, am I going to talk to this attorney or this accountant today? So, yeah, so believe me, I don't touch any, or I don't even teach or touch any of the cold calling. I did that one time about 4 or 5 years ago. I hated it. I hate cold. Ugh. Who wants to do cold calling? So, all of the inbound and all the lead generation that I teach in the back office, by the way, is where I'm driving traffic to the capture page. Okay. Let me just share another little secret document that I have that you get when you join. It's my seven-figure blueprint. So here, let's just do a visual real quick again. You choose which level you're going to get in with Get Fearless Freedom, right? This is going to be the brand new site. So you would go here. If this is what you want to do tonight, you would go here. You would go to the join button with your sponsor. You'd click 200, 500, 1,000, or 2,000. You would pay them. Now, the payment processors, it's up to you. The beautiful part about it is that you have Wise nowadays. Wise is a great worldwide payment processor. We don't even have to have a merchant account anymore. You can use Stripe if you wanted to. You can use PayPal. You can use all the member to member. I had a lady, I'm trying to think what island she's from. She just emailed me yesterday. And she says, hey, in the back office, can we put our bank account back there? And unfortunately, no. You can't put your bank account back here. I will show you literally what you can add though. This is just a preview. This is what I do. Cash App is like the number one. And then you got Zelle in the United States. You got worldwide. We got people from Australia. We have people from the UK. You can use Cash App in the UK, by the way, but you can't in Canada. So in Canada, you got to use Wise. So, but there's a document that you get along with the seven-figure blueprint when you join. Get Fearless Freedom, okay? And I promise you, almost everything that you'd ever need to get set up is in this document. And if you have any questions, again, you call my 800 number or you can text my 800 number, and then I will get right back to you. In 2026, I'm going to make most of my most of my resolutions, which is trying to wean off of Facebook Messenger because I'm, looking at my business at a 30,000 foot view, just like when I was in the airplane going back to see my family back in New York in December. My favorite uncle passed away. So I had a lot of time to think about life. What do I want to do? What's my legacy? Think about that. What is Stephen Martin's one of his favorite sayings is, I used to think my long-term goals are, long-term, not anymore. They're your short-term goals when you get up to approaching 60s and 70s, right? So make it your year, decide what you want to do. We have the community, we have the funnel, we have the tools, and I have the skill sets to help you get sales closed. Anyone have any questions? You just turned 70? Well, congratulations. That's actually great. I'll tell you what. I don't think I'll be here when I'm 70. I'm sorry to say, guys and gals. You better use me while you can. And I got another good couple years and I'm good. I'm off and we're gonna be on sitting on the beaches. 77. All right, see, now everybody's admitting their age. Isn't that fun? We're having a good time tonight. Cool. Okay, so let me recap. I'm adding a 3,500 level in February. We're gonna relaunch. I'm hoping by the 12th or the 19th with the new sales funnel. So for the current members, it's going to be. I talked to my programmer today. He said just give me possibly another week in case something goes wrong. Because so you understand something, when you're programming a program and you have to add an autoresponder, he's changing all the colors. He's redoing the back office. He's putting 4 videos that I've recorded. By the way, if you've been in my Facebook group for any time, you're seeing all the videos that I'm recording. So let me show you that. Like literally every single person is going to have the same replicated site, right? You're going to have this, and then you're going to have on each level, it's going to have a little video pop up that's going to say what the 200 level is. It's going to have a little video pop up that says what does the 500 level come with? What does the 1000 level come with? What does the 2000 level come with? And then there's going to be a 3500 level, which is, of course, we got the bonuses right there, but the 3500 level will have the laptop. Okay. $1,500 is going to be a 50-50 split. So I'm going to be training your people. So we're going to have like a called the enchilada, whatever, inner circle. So if you really want the lives, then you're going to be splitting your commission with me and I'll be training your members. That's how that's going to work. So right now, tonight, if you get in at the 2000 level, yes, you will get a laptop. And that's all the way up until when we relaunch. It's either, let me look at my calendar. Does anyone have a calendar? What's the Monday 12th? No, I'd say the 19th. So the 12th, it's possible that we'll have the new website. I mean, I've sent him all the videos over the weekend. I really didn't have a holiday. I did, yes, but then I was like, all right, we're going to be relaunching GFF, so I got him all these videos that he needed. So we're going to have the new relaunch on the 12th. So if you do want to join, again, you can call 800 number. You can always email in. We'll always have the 200 level. I always keep that. I was thinking about getting rid of that, but I'll still keep the 200 level, 500, 1,000, 2,000. We're going to have a 3,500 level for the people that want the big money, right? Bruce, you want collect 2,000 all of the 2,000, right? So I know Mary Beth does. So it's going to be good. 12th of January, we're going to relaunch. We're going to shoot to try to get that site, you know, moved across. Everybody doesn't, guess what? You never have to pay for an update. Mary Beth, have you ever had to pay for an update every time I revamp GFF?
Oh, never, Tammy.
Never.
Never.
Nope.
Nope. And a lot of businesses make you do that. They make you pay. Yeah. No, this has been amazing. Nope. No additional out of pockets. Wonderful.
Yeah, you've paid one time and
Yeah,
you've
one time.
really maximized it. Do you mind sharing with everybody? This is a private Zoom. I'm not live on any of my, if anyone else wants to come out and talk, it's a new year. We're recording it. I'll put it in our Facebook group. But yeah, if you want to just share with everybody how you've just crushed it in 2025. Good job.
Yeah, I'm excited, Tammy, for what you have coming. I really am. I can't wait till you put those videos, integrate those on the sales page. I think that's going to be a real game changer because people love videos. Videos, build that, that warmth, that connection, that know, like, and trust. I think it's really going to enhance the conversions for
Hmm.
2026 once you add each, video per each product package. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm excited for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I can't wait till to see the new designs too. I think that's what you shared with me thus far has really been exciting. I love it. I
Yeah, I
love it.
love how Rob integrated it with the new presentation tonight.
Yeah, I love everything about the new direction that you're taking GFF in this year. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a great, great year, no doubt about it.
Yeah, because it's the year of the horse, right? So like we're trying to, like we're all running, like towards our goals. So yeah, I like it a lot. And like I said, I try not to change too much because there's some people that don't like change, but I like change. So I'm just a person that likes to change. So yeah, it's gonna be really good. And then of course, I haven't mentioned this, but anytime that you want to upgrade, you just pay the difference. I'm trying to think what other questions do I get on the calls. Honestly, it's even if they have watched the 7-minute video, and this is another key point for some people that it's human psychology, but they just want to see if you're going to help them and answer their questions. That's literally what I've experienced with the callback since I've added it, the hotline. And some people don't even call. Some people just literally join automatically, off of them. I have a lot of email marketers. I don't have a lot of Facebook marketers. I have a lot of email marketers. So there's a lot of people that use the system. Congrats, Edward, on your he had one Craigslist ad up and then he got one lead and I got to call him tomorrow. But I mean, there you go. I mean, literally one ad and Edward had a call back in. So, I mean, that's the cool part about it is, like when we opened up a restaurant back in the day, Bob turned 40. He's like, hey, let's open up a restaurant. So we did, and it took us months to see any action. We did grand openings and, you name it, and it was really tough. But here with an online business, it's really pretty quick when it comes to, getting things done. And I think we have it all buttoned up. So. Anyone else have any other questions? Feel free to comment. Alrighty, let me go ahead and end it.